What if I told you there's a place on Earth so extreme that only the toughest creatures on the planet could survive there? A place where the waters boil, eruptions happen regularly, and the very ground beneath your feet is constantly shifting. And even more surprising, what if I told you that a breed of sharks has found a way to thrive in these conditions, pushing the boundaries of survival in ways that challenge everything we thought we knew about life on Earth? Keep watching to discover how these incredible creatures, living proof of nature's resilience, are pushing the limits of survival and might even hold the key to understanding life in the most extreme environments, both here on Earth and beyond. It's an ordinary day in the Pacific Ocean, and the water ripples with the calm rhythm of marine life going about its usual business. The sound of waves crashing gently on the shore is calming, the typical hustle and bustle of the ocean taking place just beneath the surface. But beneath this calm exterior, a battle for survival is playing out unlike anything we've seen before, one that would make even the toughest creatures in the sea tremble in awe. Deep in the waters of the Solomon Islands, near the Kavachi Volcano, an extraordinary breed of shark thrives in one of the most inhospitable environments on the planet. Imagine a place where the water boils, where underwater eruptions are an everyday occurrence, and where the landscape is shaped by the violent forces of the Earth itself. It's here, in the cauldron of constant volcanic activity, that a new kind of shark has emerged. These sharks have adapted in ways that boggle the mind, defying every expectation of what is possible for life to endure. Welcome to the world of the mutated sharks of Sharkcano, and their title of NASA's ultimate survivor may just be more fitting than you think. But how could any life form survive in such an environment? And why do scientists believe that these sharks could hold the key to surviving even harsher places, like the barren landscapes of Mars? In this video, we'll dive deep into the incredible survival story of these sharks, explore their extraordinary adaptations, and reveal how they are living examples of nature's ability to defy the odds. NASA, known for its space exploration and studies of extreme environments, is no stranger to the idea of survival in harsh conditions. But what if the ultimate survivor is not floating in the vacuum of space, but swimming just beneath the fiery depths of an underwater volcano? The mutated sharks in these waters have learned to do just that, and in ways that challenge the boundaries of biology, evolution, and our understanding of life on Earth. The Kavachi Volcano, known to locals as the Sharkcano, has long been an enigma, a place of incredible heat and dangerous activity. Underwater eruptions from this active volcano create an environment so extreme that only the hardiest organisms could possibly thrive. And yet, despite the boiling waters, the toxic gases, and the shifting terrain, a thriving ecosystem exists. This is where the sharks come in. Scientists had long suspected that life might exist around the Kavachi volcano, but no one could have anticipated the true extent of the adaptation happening beneath the waves. When researchers first ventured into the area to study the waters around the volcano, they were astounded to find something truly remarkable. Sharks. Not just any sharks, but sharks that had somehow found a way to survive in conditions that would kill most other creatures. They had adapted not only to the heat and toxicity, but to an environment where life is constantly under siege by seismic forces. These sharks, which belong to the genus Sharkcano, have evolved into a unique breed. Unlike their cousins that roam the more peaceful oceans, these sharks are built for resilience. Their bodies have developed specialized traits to deal with the extreme heat emitted by the nearby underwater volcano. They are no longer the typical ocean predators we know, with sleek, streamlined bodies. These sharks have become tough, almost armored creatures, perfectly suited to their environment. But what makes them truly extraordinary and deserving of the title NASA's ultimate survivor is their ability to thrive where life shouldn't be able to. The volcanic waters around Kavachi are far from hospitable. The temperature of the water is often scorching, reaching levels that would send most marine life into shock or death. Yet these sharks have adapted to survive in water that approaches boiling temperatures. Their blood runs warmer than most ocean predators, allowing them to regulate their internal temperature and avoid the scalding heat of the surrounding waters. It's a trait that, while rare, has been seen in other extreme environments on Earth, such as in hydrothermal vent ecosystems deep in the ocean. But these sharks are not living in calm, deep-sea environments. They are surrounded by the fury of an active underwater volcano, and they are thriving in this chaos. The scientists studying these sharks have come to call them mutated sharks, but the term does them a disservice. These sharks are not the result of human experiments or unnatural mutations. They are simply the product of an ancient and powerful evolutionary process, one that has shaped them into creatures capable of surviving in the face of seemingly impossible odds. Their ability to live in such a volatile ecosystem isn't a fluke. It's a direct result of thousands of years of evolution, natural selection, and adaptation. These sharks are a testament to the power of evolution to shape life in response to extreme conditions. Over millions of years, these animals have honed the traits necessary to survive in the violent conditions around the Kavachi Volcano. Their bodies have adapted to deal with the intense heat, toxic gases, and constantly shifting volcanic landscape. What might seem like a hostile and impossible environment is, for them, a home. The waters of Kavachi are constantly shifting as the underwater volcano erupts with terrifying regularity. Molten lava and toxic gases pour into the ocean, creating an environment where most life would quickly perish. Yet the mutated sharks have found ways to survive in these fluctuating conditions. Their skin has developed a special kind of resilience to the chemicals and heat that would otherwise damage the delicate tissues of other sea creatures. Their gills are adapted to filter out the harmful toxins and gases that permeate the water. These sharks have not just learned to survive, they have learned to thrive in the face of constant danger. But how did they develop these extraordinary traits? The answer lies in their evolutionary history. For millions of years, sharks have been one of the most successful and adaptable predators in the ocean. They have survived mass extinctions, extreme environmental changes, and an ever-changing world. The mutated sharks of Sharkcano are the latest chapter in this story of survival, and they are arguably the most remarkable yet. Their evolutionary success is a product of several factors. The ability to tolerate extreme heat, for instance, is something not typically seen in ocean predators. Most fish are cold-blooded, meaning their internal temperature is regulated by the surrounding water. But these sharks are warm-blooded, a rare trait that allows them to maintain a stable internal temperature in the boiling waters around Kavachi. This adaptation is not just a fascinating quirk, it's a key to their survival in such a volatile environment. These sharks are also equipped with an extraordinary sense of resilience. Their ability to endure toxic gases and molten lava might seem unimaginable to us, but these sharks are living proof that life can adapt to even the most inhospitable conditions. And perhaps, just as important, they are a shining example of nature's ability to shape organisms that can survive in extreme environments. The lesson of these sharks is clear. Survival in the harshest conditions requires a combination of evolution, resilience, and the ability to adapt. The concept of survival in extreme conditions isn't just fascinating in the context of sharks or volcanoes. As we look at the broader picture of life on Earth and beyond, we start to see that these sharks are just one example of life's ability to adapt to nearly any environment. From the freezing depths of the Arctic to the scorching heat of desert sands, life on Earth has proven time and time again that it can withstand some of the harshest conditions imaginable. Whether it's the extreme pressures of the deep ocean or the intense radiation found in space, organisms have evolved remarkable ways to survive and even thrive. Take, for example, the extremophiles that live in the deep ocean around hydrothermal vents. These creatures, like certain species of bacteria and tube worms, are able to survive without sunlight, living off the chemicals spewing from the Earth's crust. If you're amazed by the resilience of these incredible sharks, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel.